In today's video, we're diving into one of the most critical but rarely taught dimensions of family dysfunction: how flying monkeys are recruited into the narcissistic system. If you've ever asked yourself, why is she defending the abuser? Or, how can he be so blind to the manipulation? This is the video that explains the answer. What we're about to cover is the psychological, emotional, and spiritual grooming process that turns ordinary people, sometimes kind, compassionate, well-meaning people, into agents of the narcissist. Recruitment, in this context, is the psychological conditioning process by which a narcissist gains the loyalty, emotional labor, and sometimes direct action of another person who then begins to enforce the narcissist's agenda. This enforcement can look like delivering guilt-laced messages, defending the narcissist's image, discrediting the scapegoat, or sowing emotional confusion to preserve the narcissistic structure. A flying monkey is essentially a proxy, someone who carries out the narcissist's will, so the narcissist can appear innocent, stay emotionally clean, and maintain control without directly confronting the scapegoat themselves. These proxies don't always know they're being used. Let's break down the 5 core recruitment mechanisms and go deep into how each one works, what it looks like in action, and what you can do to spot it. 1. Emotional grooming. Recruitment always begins with grooming. But unlike grooming in overt predator dynamics, narcissistic grooming is psychological and emotional. It starts with flattery, inclusion, and special access. The narcissist makes the soon-to-be flying monkey feel chosen. They'll share secrets, open up about their pain, or make the person feel uniquely important. It might sound like, "You're the only one who really understands me. I can't trust anyone else with this. I know you'll have my back." That language might sound innocent, even bonding, but it's emotional currency. It creates a false sense of intimacy, an unspoken contract that says, "Now that you know my pain, you owe me your loyalty." This grooming often happens in waves. They are priming the flying monkey to defend the narcissist against anyone who challenges their story, especially the scapegoat. Once emotional loyalty has been established, the next stage is narrative control. This is one of their most powerful tools: selective information. They retell events from their perspective, leaving out their own cruelty or dishonesty, and emphasizing anything that supports their victimhood or righteousness. Let's say a scapegoat daughter goes low contact after years of emotional abuse from her mother. The mother tells her sister, "She cut me out of her life. I don't even know why, after everything I've done for her." What she doesn't say is that she spent years invalidating her daughter's feelings, using financial control as emotional leverage, and gaslighting her into silence. But now, the sister, unaware of this history, feels pity for the mother and judgment toward the daughter. The goal is perception management. They are trauma survivors themselves. They've been caught in the narcissist's cycle of idealization, devaluation, guilt, and approval for so long that they don't recognize it as abuse. They see it as love. This is trauma bonding. A trauma bond forms when someone experiences intermittent reinforcement. Sometimes they are loved, praised, and given affection. Other times, they are criticized, ignored, or shamed. This unpredictability creates addiction-like dynamics in the brain.